Across our planet, scattered like the forgotten seeds of giants, lie structures of immense scale and bewildering complexity. These are not the products of our modern age, with its powerful cranes and digital blueprints. No, these were born thousands of years ago, when humanity, as we understand it, was in its infancy. With little more than simple tools and their own ingenuity, our ancestors undertook projects of a scale that would challenge even today's engineers. They moved mountains, carved stone with uncanny precision, and erected monuments that have defied the relentless march of time. They built them, it seems, for a variety of reasons. Some were tombs for powerful rulers, others vast calendars aligned with the stars. But many were built for reasons that remain shrouded in the deepest mystery. And in some cases, no clear reason at all. Why would a small, isolated community dedicate generations of labor to carving and moving colossal stone heads? Why etch enormous drawings into a desert floor, visible only to those who could fly? These are not just structures. They are profound questions, set in stone and earth. The more we study these ancient megaprojects, the more our own assumptions about the past are challenged. The conventional timelines of human development, of agriculture, society, and technology seem to falter in the face of their existence. They whisper of forgotten knowledge, of societies with capabilities and motivations we can barely comprehend. The deeper you look, the less sense they make, and that is precisely what makes them so utterly fascinating. Here, on the Giza Plateau in Egypt, stands the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Khufu. It is a structure of almost supernatural scale. For nearly 4 millennia, it was the tallest man-made object on Earth. Composed of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons, it rises from the desert floor with a geometric perfection that is simply breathtaking. The sheer logistics of quarrying, transporting, and lifting these colossal stones remains one of history's greatest engineering puzzles. The precision is what truly confounds. The pyramid is aligned to true north with an accuracy that modern architects would struggle to replicate without GPS. Its 4 sides are almost perfectly equal in length, and the mortar used between the stones is of an unknown chemical composition, stronger even than the stone itself. How was such mathematical and astronomical exactitude achieved with only the simplest of tools? The theories are many: ramps, levers, even water locks, but none fully accounts for the sheer speed and perfection of its construction. And then there is the question of why. The conventional answer is that it was a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu. Yet, when the pyramid was first entered in modern times, the so-called king's chamber was found empty, the sarcophagus bare. No mummy, no treasures, no hieroglyphic inscriptions detailing its purpose, which are found in almost every other royal tomb. This stark emptiness has led some to wonder if its purpose was something else entirely. A power plant? An astronomical observatory? A message to the future? The pyramid guards its secrets well. On the Salisbury Plain in England, a ring of standing stones has captured the human imagination for centuries. This is Stonehenge. Its construction was a multi-phase project, spanning over 1,000 years. The largest of its stones, the sarsens, weigh up to 50 tons and were somehow dragged over 20 miles to this site. But even more remarkable are the smaller blue stones, which form the inner circle. Geological analysis has proven that they originated in the Preseli Hills in Wales, over 150 miles away. How did a Neolithic people, without the wheel, transport these 4-ton stones across such a vast and difficult terrain of hills, forests, and rivers? It would have been a monumental undertaking, requiring the coordinated effort of hundreds, perhaps thousands of people over many generations. It speaks of a society with a shared belief so powerful that it could command such incredible, sustained labor. The physical effort alone is staggering to contemplate, a testament to a purpose we have yet to fully grasp. And what was that purpose? The alignment of the stones with the solstices, particularly the sunrise on the summer solstice and the sunset on the winter solstice, strongly suggests it was a form of astronomical calendar, a place to mark the passing of the seasons, crucial for an early agricultural society. But others believe it was a place of healing, a temple for the sun, or a sacred burial ground for royalty and elites. Each theory has its merits, yet none can be proven. The stones remain silent, their circle a timeless enigma. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, thousands of miles from the nearest continent, lies one of the most isolated inhabited places on Earth, Rapa Nui, or Easter Island. And here, staring out across the desolate landscape, stand the Moai. Nearly 1,000 of these monolithic human figures, carved from volcanic tuff, are scattered across the island. They are enormous, with the average statue standing 13 feet tall and weighing 14 tons. Some are much larger, with the tallest completed Moai reaching over 30 feet. The island is small, only 63 square miles, and its resources are finite. How and why did its ancient Polynesian inhabitants dedicate so much of their energy and resources to this gargantuan task? The statues were carved in a single quarry, Rano Raraku, and then somehow transported, in some cases for over 11 miles, to be erected on stone platforms called ahu that line the coast. The island's oral traditions speak of the statues walking to their destinations, a tantalizing clue that has led to many experimental attempts to replicate the feat. The mystery deepens when we consider the fate of the society that built them. When Europeans arrived in the 18th century, they found a depleted population and an almost treeless landscape. It is widely believed that the obsession with statue building led to deforestation and societal collapse. The Moai, once symbols of ancestral power and prestige, became silent witnesses to an ecological catastrophe. They stand as solemn, lonely sentinels, their backs to the sea, guarding the secrets of a civilization that rose and fell in utter isolation. In the arid coastal plain of Peru, etched into the very surface of the desert, is a work of art on a truly colossal scale. These are the Nazca lines. For hundreds of square miles, the landscape is covered in geoglyphs. There are simple lines in geometric shapes, trapezoids, spirals, triangles, but also more than 70 stylized depictions of animals and plants. A spider, a hummingbird, a monkey, a flower. Some of these figures are over 1,000 feet long. Their creation was deceptively simple. The reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles that cover the desert floor were removed to reveal the lighter-colored earth beneath. But the mystery is one of perspective. These enormous figures are impossible to fully appreciate from the ground. Their true forms only become clear from high above, from the surrounding foothills, or better yet, from the air. This has led to the obvious and perplexing question: for whom were these drawings made? The Nazca culture, which flourished here between 100 BC and 800 AD, had no known form of aviation. Did they create these images for their gods to look down upon from the heavens? Were they a form of astronomical map, pointing to the rising and setting of stars and planets? Or perhaps they were related to rituals for water and fertility in this incredibly dry region, giant pathways to be walked during ceremonies. The lines have been preserved for centuries by the dry, windless climate, but their purpose remains as vast and empty as the desert they inhabit. Deep in southeastern Turkey lies a discovery that has fundamentally rewritten the story of human civilization. It is called Göbekli Tepe. Dated to over 11,600 years ago, it is an astonishing 7,000 years older than the pyramids and 6,000 years older than Stonehenge. It predates the invention of pottery, writing, and the wheel. It was built, incredibly, by people we once considered to be simple hunter-gatherers. The site consists of multiple circular enclosures, at the center of which stand massive T-shaped limestone pillars. These pillars are up to 18 feet tall and weigh as much as 20 tons. They are not crude monoliths. They are intricately carved with reliefs of animals, foxes, lions, snakes, and vultures. This is not the work of a small nomadic band. This is a mega-project that would have required a large, coordinated workforce, people who had to be housed, fed, and organized. The implications are staggering. For decades, we believed that complex religion and monumental architecture were a result of the agricultural revolution, that people first settled down to farm and only then had the time and resources to build temples. But Göbekli Tepe turns that theory on its head. It suggests that it was the very act of coming together to build a sacred place, a temple, that may have been the catalyst for settlement and the birth of civilization itself. The world's first temple may have been the cause, not the effect of settled life. And most mysteriously of all, after centuries of use, the entire site was deliberately and carefully buried, hidden for millennia. From the plains of England to the deserts of Peru, from the hot of the Pacific to the hills of ancient Anatolia, these structures stand as a profound challenge to our understanding of the past. They are the legacy of peoples who, with immense effort and a vision we can only guess at, reshaped their world. They demonstrate a mastery of logistics, engineering, and astronomy that seems far beyond what should have been possible for their time. They are the megaprojects of the ancient world, and they are magnificent. Even today, these ancient megaprojects leave us with more questions than answers. Each excavation, each new analysis, seems to peel back one layer of mystery, only to reveal another, deeper one beneath. We can measure their dimensions and date their stones, but we cannot measure the faith, the fear, or the ambition that drove their creators. They are a humbling reminder that we do not have all the answers, that history is not a closed book, but a landscape of enduring enigmas. And so, the silent stones continue to pose their questions to the sky. Were they tombs, temples, calendars, or something else entirely? Something beyond our modern imagination? What forgotten technologies were used? What beliefs inspired such generational sacrifice? The ultimate truth may be lost to time, but the wonder is ours to keep. What do you think was their true purpose? The conversation, like the mystery itself, is timeless.